All right, let's get into it.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Yo, wow, that's a
the first half, en dat is de toeters dat Lukaku had.
Didn't Barca make Alex Ferguson?
H8, we needed men to show up today. What we got was boys. I'm not praising mediocrity.
You know what? I'm gonna allow this.
Delta.
Wait, what? Yo, hey.
Big bro things. Big bro things. We will talk in detail about this Mudryk thing because there are many facets. Because there are two facets. Call me Two-Face. Call me Harvey Dent. Because one facet is no matter how many titles little bro wins, no matter how well they do in the league, they are always going to be little bro. They're always going to be our younger brothers. And when you're the younger brother, you've always got to get put into check. So we're going to talk about big bro things and little bro. And beyond that, I'm happy Eminence is here. I'm happy Kenny is here. Because we're not going to talk about trending. We're not going to talk about flavor of the month. We're going to talk about YouTube highlights. And we're going to talk about what I believe is the complete and arrant stupidity that is the Chelsea's transfer strategy. So I'm so happy I've got some of my Chelsea experts in here and so forth because I really want to break this down because I want to get to the truth of the matter. So Mudryk is the main topic that we're going to ride on and get into. Beyond that, we're going to revisit the Rashford situation because shout out to your boy Ardis who actually sent me a video. So we'll look at the whole Rashford offside thing. Was it offside? Was it not offside? And just look at what it could perhaps mean, man. So H7, I've seen what you call your name in the background. So I don't know, during H7, I'm going to bring you up in here because trust me, I'm going to clown you. And then we're now going to talk about Klopp. We're going to have a real convo about Klopp. And people who were not there for the Liverpool kind of thinking reaction, we're going to talk about that. Okay, you know what, Mike? Come on, man. Mike, it's not that bad. Mike, it's not that bad. So we're going to talk about Klopp and everything. And then after that, we're going to look at not on the Derby preview and the preview of the Desert Derby. The Desert Derby is what we're also going to be previewing as well, which is, of course, is the La Supercoppa Spena. And we may touch a bit on Serie because AC Milan drop points. Napoli are looking real good. AC Milan drop points. Why didn't you spend the 100 mil on layout? But we'll get that. So guys, like the vid, subscribe if you're new, enjoy yourself, get a meal, get a drink, sit down and let the amazing Hangout panel entertain you. Guys, if there's anything you want to send in, any thoughts, jokes, interesting insights, feel free to use the super chats. The super chats and the dopes, we call them dopes up at this piece, help to keep the channel growing and help to move us forward, man. So but please, guys, before you get into your meal, please hit that like button. I would truly appreciate it if you can just please hit that like button. Mods, Splash, or my amigos, please get me those likes, guys. So let's get straight into it, man. Let's get straight into it. So look.
H, can I just address what you just said, like on the whole, why didn't you buy Leao?
Go for it, Abdul.
Like, and it's the same thing because I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, why didn't you just pay the release clause for Enzo then? If you're gonna pay 100 mil." But it's not the same. Like the thing with Mudryk is that Shakhtar, they're allowing amortization of the fee, so you're paying the fee over his contract. Like, every year you're paying a chunk of it. It's very
Abdul,
different to paying 120 upfront, bro, because
Abdul,
that ruins your
no, thank you for that, Abdul, but that means nothing to me. That means
I know it
no.
doesn't mean nothing to you, but and even with Leao, the only way Milan was gonna sell Leao was if you was gonna pay a big amount of money up front, and Bodie don't do that, bro.
No,
He don't
Abdul,
do
even if this was 100 mil over 1,000 years, 1,000 years, it is still stupid. But before we get there, because I definitely want to hear what Eminence and Kenny have to say about this with the Chelsea fans. But my thing is this, look, see, and I have to bring Homeboy in here, man, because I think it's very key. So, 87, I know that's you. I don't know why you're calling yourself Rebecca FC, but 87, I know that.
You man are a bunch of sluts. That's right.
Wow. See, that's harsh. That's harsh. But look, it is what it is. So my thing here is this: that see, Lil Bro, I know how bad you feel, but we always have to remind people about the hierarchy in club football. So for Arsenal, this is why I call you Lil Bro. It's a term of endearment. You should feel privileged that you are our little younger brothers. And what we did in this transfer market was just reminding you why you are and will always be a little younger brother. So we had to son you. So that's why we son you the market. So that's all fair. I'm going to ask the question because I know how I feel. Eminence, as a Chelsea fan, are you happy about this Mudryk deal?
No.
Why?
Because it's not what we need. It's not what we need, Hitchens. We need a DM. We need a midfielder. Like we don't need Mudryk. And for the price as well, man.
Okay. Well, on that, let me ask you another because I want to do the Chelsea guys. So Eminence, second one is what was the logic behind Bowley, Vivel, and all these dudes going for Mudryk and paying that some amounts for Mudryk? What do you think their logic was? What do you think their reason was?
It's quite easy. Twitter. Todd Bowley's on Twitter, Hitcher. You know that. The guy has a Twitter account, and what happens is he goes on Twitter, he looks at trending topics, he sees Mudryk, Leao, Felix, all these signings, all these guys, and he just, you know what? Arsenal going for him. They're top of the league. Let's just put in a bid.
So I know because Eminence is my guys. Eminence is always sending me Chelsea news in the DM, and Eminence, I truly appreciate you for always keeping me up to date with everything Chelsea. Eminence, now because you're always in the know, because you're my go-to Chelsea guy. Someone on Twitter said that, of course we need a Mudryk. If you did your research, these Brighton scouts were actually scouting Mudryk ages ago. So this was a guy that was always on the Brighton scouting network. Eminence, is that true or false?
I don't buy that, man. They're saying Graham Potter wanted Mudryk as well. Like, yeah. Where do you know him from? Where? Who knew about Mudryk 2 months ago? Who knew about him? Like, I don't. This is typical.
No. See, Eminence. See, before I go to Kenny, and therein lies the crux of the matter here. Let us be 100% real. Before Arsenal put in a bid for Mudryk, nobody knew about this dude. So you are putting forth 100 mil for a guy that nobody knew 5 months ago. No one knew 3 months ago. Nobody knew about this guy.
Hey, Jay, do you know how much he was bought for about 5 months ago? I think, Mike, we had a discussion about he was on his valuation 5 months ago.
Leverkusen tried to buy him for 20 million 5 months ago.
We could have got him for 30 million in the summer, but we chose not to.
Kenny.
You know what makes it worse, yeah? This guy's been working for Arsenal since November. He's been posting, he's been liking tweets and liking Instagram posts, posting cryptic messages.
But my thing though is, because the club can accept, but it's down to the player. So why did he accept Chelsea if where he wanted to go was Arsenal? Was he pressured by Shakhtar?
Let's you know what? Let's talk about this as well, yeah? Did he want Arsenal or did he just want to leave Ukraine to come to the Premier League? Because
I believe he wanted Arsenal. But I think what happened was he wanted Arsenal, but because of how much Shakhtar were owing, Shakhtar said, look, do us a solid. Do you really want Arsenal? Do you really want Arsenal, or
I
do you
don't-
want
I
to
don't-
make us happy and so forth by us receiving more money if you go to Chelsea? So he
I
was
don't
like,
buy-
okay, yes, I want Arsenal, but not that much.
Yeah, that's the point because I don't
Look,
think
look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look what he's trying to do. HH.
Yeah.
We're not
No,
doing
but
this. You lot offered him
wait.
the bag. You lot
Wait,
dropped the bag
hold
on
on.
the guy.
I want to go. So let me go to so Kenny, Mudryk. Your thoughts on the Mudryk thing? I want to come to Matt. One of the Chelsea perspective, then everybody. So Matt, Kenny,
Yeah,
talk to me.
wait, how much was the third bid that Arsenal put in for?
It was
Mudryk?
92. Was it 92 or something? Or something like, I think it was 90. Something like either 90 or 92 or something.
95.
Around
Yes.
90.
It's like nice. So it's 5 million difference. So honestly, but
Because
anyways,
you know why? It's gonna start into a bidding war. Like we try and match you, and then you just go more. So we're not gonna do that.
well, yeah. Well, anyways, like Eminem said, like when you go from a midfielder to even Enzo, I wasn't like Enzo. The price was crazy as well.
Crazy,
The 100
crazy price.
Even though we need a midfielder, 127
No.
is way too much.
No.
And then with Mudryk now, you're buying another forward. You bought Felix. I don't know what's like. There's gonna.
Kenny, my thing is, okay, you've bought a forward who, Kenny, I've seen the highlights and so forth. He's decent. That is worth 100 mil. What I saw in the highlights is not worth 100 mil.
Honestly, the price for players nowadays is silly. You have 5 great months, and then all of a sudden now you're £100 million like you're £100 million player. Like Fernandes, the Mudryk, like all these players nowadays. If you have a couple great months, and then you're quite young, your price just goes like the transfer nowadays is crazy.
No. But Kenny, my thing is the numbskulls and the morons in this are Chelsea because you bought into the hype. You bought into the hype because listen, I feel embarrassed because the only win I take from this is you clown Arsenal. But other than that, you Chelsea, you look stupid because this is obviously Twitter hype.
Have you seen Instagram? Sorry.
No, but yeah, like how can you just watch the Fulham game and don't see that you've seen Aspilicueta play a right back? We've been needing a right back. Midfield. We haven't bought a midfielder since Kovacic, and that was like 4 years ago. Like, this is crazy.
2018.
And then you have
No,
2018.
Because my thing is, okay, you have a forward. You know that the ball needs to get to the attack to begin with. And someone told me this thing. I don't know, is it 9 goals in 3 years or for this dude?
Yeah, bro. 11 goals in 3 years.
He has 30. He has 30 professional appearances.
29, bro. 29.
You're lying.
You
No,
know,
you're lying.
I swear,
Guys,
he's
you're lying.
29.
He's not 29. He's not 29.
He's 29
No,
games.
he's
That's a lie. You're
No,
lying.
no.
You're
No,
lying.
It's not 29. No.
Oh, you're looking at he's 22. He's 22. He's 22.
No,
No,
29
I
games.
mean,
played.
29 games.
Games.
Oh, okay. Matt, talk to me. Your thoughts on this, man. Chelsea perspective. Your thoughts on this.
Well, again, it just shows again that it's just more Twitter hype. Like, come on, like we're spending this massive money on a guy who I don't think we've scouted. I don't think we know. Who does Potter want this guy? Is a Potter player? Is a player?
But Matt, some people are saying, some said that he was scouted and these guys had him on their radar. I don't buy that BS, but that is the narrative going out there that apparently he was scouted.
Yeah, I mean, I get, I agree. I don't believe that shit either. It's just obviously to give more context to it, because I think this is just hijacking FC. Like, yeah, obviously we all love it because Arsenal's not getting it, but this guy ain't worth 100 million. Come on,
No.
I'll be honest.
No.
I've watched probably half a game of him. I barely know the kid, but I can tell you right now, I doubt he's worth 100 million. And do we need him right now? Do we need him? I've been all over the attack. I hate this attack. But we need that midfield right now. And why do we spend that money for Enzo? I loved Enzo, and I said it's not worth that money though. But here we go again and spend this big money for a guy who's worth 50 million for him.
You're spending on a guy from the Ukrainian league. So this is a guy who's been saying what's up in Serie or La Liga from the Ukrainian league. Wow.
And then we had Liao. We had Liao. Why did we not get Liao then? What was wrong with Liao? What happened there? So I'm just all over the place. When I woke up, I saw this news and I said, what the fuck are we doing once again? Because I think that they have no clue what they're doing. I'll be honest with you. I said this when they joined. Bowie has no idea what he's doing. It's Twitter hype. And you're right. Bowie watches Twitter. We know that Tuchel rant. Bowie saw it. He liked it. And then he unliked it. Bowie saw that rant. So Bowie is on Twitter. He's on it. Right?
No, 100%.
So he knows what we're saying. He knows what everyone's saying here, right? So he's going to go what the fans want. The fans think we want Mudryk. No, we don't want Mudryk, Bowie. These casuals want Mudryk, but the real fans, we need a DM. We need right back. Where's this right back happening? So I think it's a horrendous deal, I'll be honest right now. I think the guy, I'm not taking away from the guy's ability. I hope he comes. I hope he bangs it out. I'm not hating on the player, but that price is disgusting. It's a horrible price.
I think what this means is Pulisic and Ziyech are leaving either this month or summer. That's what it means, because there's no way of staying at Chelsea when they're bringing in the guy for 100.
Yeah, no, obviously, yeah.
Like,
I mean, but,
yeah.
Okay, well, so Mike, talk to me, man. Mike, Mudryk, man.
Forgive me, HH. I'm a little bit drunk, to be honest. So
Hey, same here, man. Same here. I'm a bit
That's
tipsy,
good.
so
That's good. You guys are really Cardi B FC. Twerking for everything, throwing money at everything. Come on. I like Mudryk. I've seen a couple of games for him. 100 million. What are we at this rate? HH is worth $1 million on the pitch. Maybe he's less with his analyst, but on the pitch, maybe HH is worth $1 million. Like, this is ludicrous.
It's
Todd Bowley. Okay, I have figured it out. Todd Bowley realized in football that there's no cap space. He's like, oh my God, there's no cap space. I can spend as much as I want. He's just throwing money at everything. What did I tell you a couple days ago? He'll keep spending and spending and spending until he gets it right. And that's clearly what's happening. 100 million there. He's going to spend 15 or 20 million on Marcus Thuram. He'll probably spend 70 or 80 million on Caicedo. And if it somehow works, good. If it doesn't, keep on spending. Keep on spending. There is no strategy with Todd Bowley. Is it entertaining? Hell yeah. This is some... When you know, in the future when they go in universities and they have degrees and you're studying, they're going to have a whole class on how to not run a proper business. And that's Chelsea Football Club at the moment. Because I just want to know, where's FFP at? Where's it at? I don't know. I think it stopped for a couple of years because of COVID, but is it not going right now? Like, seriously.
Yeah, it's back and stricter.
Okay, so stricter now. Okay, if it's stricter, then where are you at, UEFA? This is no shade on Chelsea, not at all, but seriously, you keep spending money. It's what?
So it's amortization, so they could spend a certain amount per season, so they're not spending like 100 all together. So they just combine all of those prices into one season.
But hold on. I'm just looking at the streets. The streets are saying that. What's happening? Is FFP like not a thing anymore? So FFP just doesn't
exist.
It is
a thing.
No,
you guys don't have a strict one. That's a difference. Like, you guys don't have.
Come and stop this still.
That's why if you were in La Liga, I'm telling you, you would be talking the second division right now. But that's
why they're giving these long. You see, they're giving these long contracts so that they can spread the amount.
They got 7-year deal, by the way, HH. This is a baseball contract again. 7 years.
The problem is though the problem with the potential hiccup going in the future is that this is the idea that Chelsea are going to be successful for the next couple of years. If obviously they finish 10th the next 2 years, 3 years, etc., then of course Chelsea will be in financial trouble, because this is the assumption that they'll obviously be successful because they won't be getting in that additional revenue which FFP involves.
Yeah, that's where it gets tricky for you guys. So you guys have to start delivering or something.
Yeah.
But HH, what if Mudryk doesn't work out? What if he doesn't fit the Premier League? What happens then? Does it become Lukaku 2.0?
Guess what?
That is it. Because my thing is, Matt, he better walk out. Because if this guy comes and what we expect is it's a massive step up, and it is a massive gap in quality between the Ukrainian League and the Premier League, and they put in 100 mil, Bowley is going to look stupid. You're going to look utterly and completely stupid.
There is massive pressure on Graham Potter right now. He has to start delivering. There's no more embarrassing performances against Fulham. You can't lose games.
He doesn't have
so Mike, here's the thing, though.
Yeah, he does. Z-Man, you can't keep spending this money. You have to start performing.
Results have to show.
Results have to show.
You're literally asking. Can I talk about?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're literally asking him to perform when A, your midfield is shit. Let's keep it real. B,
I'm sorry, for a 100 mil player, you gotta perform.
No. But did he ask for it? Let's ask a real question.
But Zima, the reality is the reality.
No,
he joined. He signed the contract.
No. The reality. We know he's going to flop, but if he flops, it's still 100 mil that you've wasted.
Yeah,
if it was 20 mil, I wouldn't care. 20 mil, that's fine.
No, that's more of a problem.
If you're telling me
you keep investing on these players and you expect them to deliver instantly with the squad that is, then that just shows Todd Bowley ain't it.
100
what it
shows. No, wait, hold on, Zima. I
man.
don't think you understand where we're coming from. No, Zima, that's the point we're making. The point is, Mudryk cannot fix the issues at Chelsea. So
Yeah.
what is most expected is he is not going to work out and he's not going to make the difference you expect him to make. So you're going to see that you've wasted 100 mil on someone. Rather, that 100 mil could have been spread around 3 players: midfielder, right back, another attacker.
You know what? You know what I don't understand about Chelsea's plans for this transfer window. So you guys are going for Turan, PSV winger, and then you also have Nkunku coming, and then you bought João Felix for like 11 million loan. And then it's like you guys just keep adding, and then you bring in Mudryk, and you're adding to these attackers. And I'm just saying to myself, like, what's the plan here? What's the plan in your attack? Because you guys just keep adding attackers and expecting things to change.
That's why I said I think Bold is trying to like sell some of these players like Havertz, Ziyech, Pulisic, all these guys in the summer. So I think
I understand, but you got to get them out before you keep bringing these guys in.
I know what you're saying, but I think he's trying to like bring in players in this January so that summer doesn't like take too long to get in players. But I don't.
But then you look at our midfield, we got no one to go out because everyone's done.
Okay,
Like,
hold on.
Actually,
Let me bring in J Twist because he's not spoiled yet. So JJ Twist, your thoughts on this whole thing? J Twist.
I don't understand what I'm calling him Todd Woodward now. That's his new name. It's ridiculous.
J Twist, relax. United.
No.
This is a short thing
How
for
are you
United.
spending
Stop.
500 million and going backwards?
J Twist, it's called Dodd. It's called Dodd. Ball is achieving Dodd, man. It's achieving Dodd. So.
The thing I don't understand is there's Leandro Trossard. He's fallen out with the Brighton manager already. Premier League proven. Worked with Potter before. Worked well under Potter. But I don't get why you spend 100 million on Mudryk, who he's had half a good season at best, and you're only going from because you want to spite Arsenal. That's the only thing. That's what Chelsea are doing right now. If Arsenal weren't going in for him, you wouldn't have signed him.
No. Well, no.
He's got a burner account on Twitter.
No. J Twist, this is. It's not really slighting Arsenal. This is more so. He's a hyper. Mudryk has been the most trending name for the last few things. J Twist, as I just said, Bowley goes on Twitter. What is the most trending topic? Mudryk. The most trending player has been Mudryk, and that's how he bought it because he's the most.
I told you this the other day. He's Twitter shopping, bro. I told you he's Twitter shopping, bro.
Yes.
You said no, it's not. We're scouting.
This is the thing.
That's what you said, HH.
I think Todd Bowley is bitter because he got done by Laporta and Barcelona all summer. So he's like
he said never again, bro. Never
again. I'm gonna do this to somebody else.
Michael, I was gonna talk about it.
Okay, so I mean, like Jesus was making points. I'll come to Abdul after Jesus.
No, Abdul can go.
Abdul, go for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did Barca achieve Dodd by beating this lunatic in the summer?
Abdul, it's the meal that Laporta got for him.
Yeah, but you know what it is, Michael? And Barca didn't even allow Chelsea to overly inflate the prices, like, you feel me? Because, I mean, Koundé 50 million, you feel me? That's not even that crazy. Lewandowski 45 plus 5. I mean, like, it's not like Chelsea, bro, like, the thing with Arsenal is Chelsea ruined this completely for them because not only did they take over, bro, but they was overinflating the price as well, bro. Completely overinflating the price. Because what Chelsea are doing is basically like they're saying, we're not going to pay up front. We'll pay you more over longer term, but we'll pay you more money. Like, we'll pay you more over a longer period of time. Which, bro, like, the thing with Todd Bowley, HH, is like, I respect the intent, you know. I respect the intent that he's trying to show that, you know, I'm serious. I wanna improve this club. I want them to be successful.
Okay.
But HH, the whole way he's going about it is so wrong.
No. Basically, you know what? It's the two extremes because basically one extreme is like FSG thingy, not spending at all.
Yeah.
But this is the other extreme where you're spending a lot, but it's just madness. It's complete madness.
It's not just about that, HH. HH, you don't have a proper medical staff, bro. You don't have every signing you're buying is just getting injured, bro. So why are you signing these players before you make sure you have a proper medical team that can keep them fit, HH? Like, what is even going on? Like, it is so ridiculous. Todd Bowley, I look at Todd Bowley and I'm like, bro, like, what is the intent behind this? Like, he thinks if the you know what I genuinely think he thinks. I think he believes that he looks at the table. He's like, we're not scoring enough goals. We need more attackers. But bro, your attackers, I've seen a lot of disrespect towards Aubameyang, including from you, including from you and Chelsea fan. Every time I watch Aubameyang at Chelsea, he's never gained any chances. He has no service. What do you want him to do? Do you want him to take on 17 players and just bang a top corner? That's not who Aubameyang is. Like, what do you want him to do? He needs service. He never has any service.
No, sorry. You see, please tell me that you're trolling with this comments here. So you're celebrating because Arsenal have been trolled. Isn't the more important thing that Chelsea are getting right players that can actually help Chelsea to win games?
Arsenal punked you guys because you guys.
And this is the problem with our fan base, HH. So,
but HH, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? You're happy.
Yeah,
you said it's a W for you. You said it's a W for you, bro.
No, H7. Listen to the whole pie. I said to begin with, let me take the W of clowning Arsenal. But jokes aside, laughing aside, real talk, of course it's bloody stupid. So it's a small win, but of course it's a bloody stupid thing. Of course it's dumb. Of course. Do you think I'm going to co-sign 100 mil for Mudryk? What the hell is this dude?
It's just to round off my point, like, people don't realize this, but Sterling is a flop. But you do realize Sterling is on 370k for the next 5 years a week. Ooh. Like, bro, these guys are going nowhere. Like, if they flop, they're literally a burden for the next decade, bro. For the next decade. Because, you know what the thing is? When you completely overpay for a player, you have to hope that he works out. Because if he doesn't work out and you're trying to shift him, you're going to have to take a massive hit, bro. Like Anthony, for example, at Man United. Everybody acknowledges the fact that they overpaid by maybe like 50 million.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing with Anthony is that they must make Anthony work out, because if they try to sell Anthony, they can't sell him for any more than 50 million, because that's how the market is. And it's going to be the same thing with Mudryk.
Let me talk to me, man. Mudryk, man. We're not heard from you in a while. Talk to me, Mudryk, the Chelsea deal.
He's too expensive. He's too expensive, and I think he should have gone to Arsenal, because Arsenal need depth in their squad. And Chelsea, I don't know why he would go there because of the position that they're in. But what I will say about
wages, I think Rob made the point of wages, perhaps.
I mean, I know money talks, but like, what is the guarantee that you're gonna be in the starting 11 come, let's say, against Liverpool next week? You're not gonna be in the starting 11. I mean, it's guaranteed. So there's really no point. There's really no point of this transfer. I think it's just for vibes. I think this transfer is just for
Vibes FC, yes.
Yeah. And I think it's something that it reminds me of the Bartomeu, when Bartomeu was with Barcelona. He used to sign players with Vibes FC. So
it's one thing signing Coutinho and Griezmann for north of 100. They're at least known quantities. No one knew of this dude before Arsenal bid for him. Nobody knew about this guy. So you're pretty much buying an unknown from Ukraine for 100 mil. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Did you see what they did on Instagram, HH, as well?
The price?
Abdul, meet your mic, please.
Something Bram is involved.
But you know what they did on the Instagram, HH? They actually asked people to go follow him because the guy had no followers because he's just so unknown. So go rack 100 million for a guy that, again. But same thing with Enzo as well, though, HH. Did we really know Enzo before the World Cup properly to go spend that 120
margin? Here's the difference with Enzo. Enzo was already balling in the Champions League for Benfica. Yep. Enzo pretty much was pivotal in Argentina winning the World Cup when he actually fully came on. So not only did he ball at a World Cup, he won the Young Player of the Tournament. That is a totally different thing of UCL proven,
And that's
World Cup proven, and none from the Ukrainian league.
And that's my thing. We could have spent 20 mil for at least a player that we saw potential and we saw something in it. And we need, because someone said, oh, we're getting out players like Havertz and Ziyech. Jorginho's finished. He's gone. He's leaving now. He's leaving. He's had enough. He's gone.
Kovacic, you can see Kovacic is
Kovacic is injury prone.
Kante, we already know what the
Kante is done.
Chelsea did
so we got
midfielder.
no midfield.
You know,
we got no
you know what's
midfielders.
the
That's
biggest
so
fear?
stupid, man.
You know what's the biggest fear for you?
So
This guy, I look at this guy and I don't know that much about him, but he looks like a road runner. I mean, low blocks are going to be a problem for him, bro.
Wait, Matt, can I ask you a question real quick?
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let him come to Rob because he hasn't spoken yet. Rob, talk to me, Rob.
Yeah.
I think that he could potentially be a great player. We don't know, but I think the price is way too much because Shakhtar Donetsk basically started a bidding war with Arsenal and Chelsea. Or as soon as Chelsea became interested, his price went up by a lot. So I think that, I feel that he probably joined Chelsea for the wages more than anything else. Even though I think Arsenal would have been much better for him.
Yep,
because they're first in the league. He will add squad depth. There's less pressure on him.
And he fits their play style as well.
I don't know because I haven't seen much of him, but he could fit the play style.
No, that's not because Rob, basically, because when people are saying, I watched his highlight reel, he literally is like a poor man's Kivicha, playing on the front foot, quick first touch, go very direct. And the way that Arsenal play, when I just saw that highlight reel, I was like, oh. You see, when I saw that, I was like, oh, this makes sense why Arteta is going for him. Because I can actually see how Arsenal play him fitting in. For Chelsea, I don't even know whether he fits in for what Chelsea wants, because before Chelsea look for these front foot attackers, you need a midfield.
HH, let's be honest. The other reason why he probably chose Chelsea is because he starts. He doesn't start at Arsenal. He starts.
But does he? Does he? Will the manager drop his favorite players to start it?
You wasted 100
No,
on
Matt,
that.
come on. It's already bad enough as it is. You're saying that you're going to do 100 mil and he's going to now be on the bench or in rotation.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mason Mount still starts week in, week out. That bum.
Matt,
has his favourites.
I
wouldn't.
He's a winger, though. He's not going to be occupying.
Okay, Rob, run with your point. Rob.
Yes, like I said, but then also, according to The Athletic, the consortium at Chelsea have admitted that they made mistakes in the summer by spending so much already after 6 months. So, like, the consortium have said that they've made mistakes and that they've hopefully learned from it to do better business from now on, according to The Athletic.
Okay, so we made a mistake. Sorry, we wasted a 300 mil. We've now learned from our 300 mil mistake.
At least they admitted to their mistakes.
Mike, at least they admitted to making a 300 million mistake. At least they admitted. Wow, guys, let's give a break.
Wait, HH, have you actually added your club to the Brick Academy yet?
Yes, Class B.
Good.
Class
good.
B. Class
Good,
B. Okay, H7.
Okay,
H7, and then I'll come to you, artist. H7, talk to me, man. H7, you can't feel bad, man, about this and so forth.
Hey, I'll be real with you, HH, because around 6 o'clock when it was all official, I was angry. But looking at it now, thank you. Genuinely, Chelsea FC, thank you. He actually helped us dodge a bullet, because I don't think he would have worked out for us, because we would have had to make him a starter. And would he have been better than Martinelli? I don't know, bro. I don't think so. And I don't think he would have been better than even ESR as well. So I'd rather go for other players. We can even get Zaha for cheaper, and I think he'd actually suit us quicker than Mudryk, or even Neto from Wolves. I'd take him. Elise from Palace as well. I'll take him as well. So
does Arteta have an alternative, or you don't know what the alternative yet is?
I don't know if he does, because he's a bit stubborn, man. He's like Pep, man. He likes, if he has someone that he's been after a while and he doesn't get him, he wouldn't like to get somebody else, because it would be like another Pepe. Even though Pepe wasn't his player, he won't like him.
RDS, talk to me, man.
So I'm just trying to because obviously while Bowley is like the front of the group, I'm just trying to look at the people that are also part of this consortium group. It looks like some conservative MP, some conservative peer called Daniel Finkelstein as part of it, and some Swiss billionaires. So yeah, there are a few interesting characters in this Chelsea consortium, man.
Yeah,
So
there's some weird name as well. I saw
weird
earlier
names.
on.
I'm like, geez, this is interesting. Some Californian private equity guy. So I don't know. Maybe we're giving Lawrence a bit too much stick. Maybe Lawrence is like, listen, at the end of the day, I don't know football. You know, I don't know soccer, I don't know NFL, whatever. So he's maybe speaking to his like British consortium guys and asking like, what should I do? And they're like, what do the fans say? And he's like, oh, that's a good idea. And then obviously he goes on Twitter and like the fans are saying that Mudryk looks like a good buy, and Chelsea don't like Arsenal. So hey, drop 100 mil. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Like I don't know because it's because we're saying this is all crazy, but actually, if this is a consortium group, and then we don't know the what's the word? We don't know who's speaking in Todd Bowley's ear is the point I'm trying to make. And there could be multiple people, and it shows because you're like, what exactly is going on with Chelsea right now? It looks like there's almost like what's the English saying? Like too many cooks spoil the broth. That makes sense. There's too many hands, and it's getting to the point the others but you're saying, which is like too much money and a lack of sense. You know, I never thought we'd actually say that in football where you're actually saying that Chelsea spending so much money is actually a problem. Like I didn't think I'd ever be able to say that, but like
it's dud. It's dud. Like Chelsea are achieving dud.
Because if you had a cap, if you like for example, when you had the transfer ban, you have to kind of think a little bit more like, okay, this for this academy here, this is how we're going to use our existing players. This is who we're going to sort of get. We're going to sort of work to get. So it made a bit more sense. Whereas now it's like I've got no idea. I don't know what the Chelsea plan is here. And like I said before, this financial issues that yes, the way they are paying for their players, it's going to be structured. It's not like you're going to pay a one-off for 100 million to no. It's going to be over the 7 years. It's spread out. So I see from a financial point of view why that makes sense. You can get more players that way by spreading out the cost. That makes sense. The problem though is that the assumption is that Chelsea are going to be successful over those years. That you're going to, get top four. That you're going to get Champions League. That you're going to compete. That you're going to bring in that additional revenue. You know, that's why obviously Barcelona are potentially having some issues because the assumption was that they were going to go to the semis of the Champions League and now in the Europa League. So now that's obviously going to cause them potentially going to cause them problems later down the line. So Chelsea do need to be a little bit careful because we don't know where Chelsea are. Like, and I'm not saying this is going to happen to Chelsea, but people, if you forget, Everton Football Club spent almost $1 billion. Okay. People don't seem to talk about Everton spent almost $1 billion, probably I'd say 750 mil on buying, I don't know, was it James Rodriguez, all these different sort of players with no plan, with no focus, and everyone knows where Everton are right now. Now, touch wood, that doesn't happen to Chelsea Football Club, but Everton Football Club are warning that if you have owners that don't know what they are doing.
Sorry. Did Brighton buy Mutuma for 100 mil?
No, he wasn't.
That's also not because they didn't buy Mitsuma for 100 mil. So yeah, so what the hell are I talking about? What the hell are you talking about? So I mean, give me a break.
And HH, and he wasn't twerking for Brighton's rivals either. Like,
yeah.
Yes, I mean,
no.
But you know what it is? It's like there are some Chelsea fans who they're just trying to somehow make sense of this.
Yeah, they're trying to justify it
because they're trying so. Sometimes it is just what it is. It's stupid. We know what this is.
So, during the summer, it was the same thing. We was trying to justify. We knew it was.
It was stupid. I just want to.
Yeah. So it's like something like all I'm saying is like when you look at like Everton United, obviously because United have also been like mismanaged for tomorrow. We've known that. We've said that. I don't have to go through that again. But obviously the issue, the benefit, I guess, at least the United are always going to be bringing in revenue, and it looks like they're going to be sold. So put that to one side. But the Everton situation is a cautionary tale. Nobody's not scored. I don't know. I mean, you could probably
no one is getting. My thing is who's getting sold because my thing is that it just shows us that the rate is no FFP. You've bought 300 mil, bro. Who's getting sold? Where is the selling?
I mean, the only
who wants these players anyway? They're not trying to get rid of them.
They're trying to get rid of the forwards on the summer.
But no, but they're only waiting for teams to come to them. They're not going progressively to other teams.
Ain't
It's not like we're
nobody
trying to
going
force them
for
out.
Pulisic and those
They're
guys,
waiting.
man. To be honest.
You know what the crazy thing is, bro? You know, just quickly, RDS.
Yeah.
Like they not only are they deluded with the prices they're paying for players, they're also deluded when it comes to prices for their own players. They wanted like 40 million for Hakim Ziyech in the summer, bro. You know how crazy that is.
That was under
They wanted to
Marina.
recoup.
That was under Marina. She always did that, but I think we changed now.
No. Todd Bowley wanted 40 million from Ajax this summer for Ziyech.
But we did get Werner get it out of cheap. But I don't remember 40 million for Ziyech, so. No, I'm not changing my profile picture. Mate, the day that happens, I'm gonna be celebrating.
H7, don't lie. H7, that looks good. H7, that looks good. H7, don't hate. H7, come on, that looks good.
Come on.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be real with you. Mason Mount shouldn't be playing in the Prem, bro. He shouldn't, bro.
Mark, respect
The only thing I'll say is
take him to the Bundesliga, man. Buy him.
The only thing just to finish my point.
So artists.
So just to finish my point. So obviously, my final point of that was like, please Chelsea don't become like Everton. Was that point? But the thing is, the only possible thing I can see is, and maybe I'll ask this to the chat and the panel, is like, do you think that maybe, Lawrence, the consultant, whatever, are going hard out in January because they feel that the only success they're going to get this season is via the Champions League? Is that a possibility? They think if they go all out, then they increase their chance of winning the competition.
That's not realistic, though, is it?
It's not, but
it's not. I think with these guys, these guys, they don't live in the real world, so who knows? Maybe Artis is right. Because right now, I'm not going to put anything past these dudes now. I would put nothing past these dudes now.
I feel like they're trying to buy players as well, just to ease the fan because they seen that the season is not going well, so they're just like, oh, we bought you a new player, so at least be happy about something.
Wait, Kenny, we're talking about that. We're saying that like it would be typical and almost like why he's like almost like Woodward in a way where like
because trust me, bro. If United gets Osimhen for less than 100 mil,
no, let's be honest. If Napoli, De Laurentiis, the president,
it's not even.
He is a hard guy.
He's looking at what Mudryk and Anthony went for. Kivar is
minimum
150 million,
120.
and Osimhen is 150 million
easily. That's my problem with Chelsea. You inflated the whole market again, bro. What is this? Average players are going for 100 mil now. You know that, right? Because of you guys.
No. Look, Zeman. As I said again, I feel embarrassed. It is embarrassing because I told you because I watched this guy's highlights and I was like, this guy.
He's a road runner. I seen him kick the ball. That's it.
Here's the thing.
To be fair, the EPL is open, so.
Here's my thing. If let's say his highlights were like superb, you'd even say that's okay, Ukraine League tax. His highlights are okay in the Ukraine League. So for me, I expect your highlights to be superb. And for me to say, as amazing as he looks, he's only doing this because it's a Ukraine League. You're not even a supernova in the Ukraine League.
Do you remember Williams' highlights? Welcome to Chelsea, and how he was like lining up the whole league, bro. That was better than this, bro.
100%. 100%. Well, let me just
Fred was bowling in that league. You know, Fred Flintstone, he was bowling in that league.
Okay, so we've talked about the money and we've talked about how terrible Chelsea's transfers are. The real question is, what's the nickname? Is it the Mud, the Rick, High Low?
Nah, I can't give him a nickname.
No,
here's the thing. I'll only give him a nickname if he truly balls and drops a three-piece, but I can't give him a nickname.
Michael. Chernobyl Sane, bro.
Chernobyl.
Okay. RDS. Actually, where's my
Sorry. That's actually hilarious.
That's messed up.
Hey, no, hey, Kate, man, allow the booking.
So you're lucky now. Nah, that's
a good joke, Kate, man. What's with the bookings, man?
That was a great joke, bro.
That's messed up. That's a yellow. That's a yellow.
But that's his new nickname, bro.
That's yellow. So sort of Talents FC. Fab said Lampard bid 30 million in August for Everton. Huh? For Everton, I don't see.
Can we also do we not forget as well that Chelsea tried to buy Anthony Gordon for 70 million in the summer?
Gordon's rubbish. Gordon's rubbish.
You know, Mike, we're trying to forget that.
I think he's saying that
it all makes sense.
I think Lampard. I think seeing Lampard bid 30 million in
for
in
Mudryk.
August for Mudryk. Yeah.
Oh,
He was
wow.
Everton.
Oh.
So it was
What
Everton
happened-
buying.
So hold on, Miles. 100 mil for refugee. Oh no, let's come on. Okay, Josh Bond. Don't worry. If you see me in the news, I had to do what I had to do. Oh my God, FSG will be out of this club.
Relax, Josh. Relax.
Man, Liverpool fans, man. I mean,
Have
look,
faith, man. Have faith.
it's peak, man. Josh, all I just say is hang in there, man. Hang there. Klopp will see you through. Hang there. Have hope. Alhambra, there is a bigger strategic picture. I would not be surprised if Boli buys Shakhtar as a bridge between the Brazilian club and the Chelsea's first team. Okay, so what? So this is like what's 40? Here's my thing. Okay, you know what? Why can't we just put things simple? See, I'm old school. The first thing I do when I take over a team on Football Manager, I go to player search. I go into player search and like attacking midfielder, number 10, creativity, passing. I get my defenders who can play as wing backs. I get my freaking DM who's good at tackling because I have a structure and a specific idea. What happened to, here's my team, here's my philosophy, and these are the pieces that I want because I want my team to play a certain way. I'm going to buy these guys in 7 years and I'm going to buy this club. Man, what is this? What is this?
You know what he is? He's just Brem without the GPS, man. Like that's what's going on. He's just spending. That's it. He doesn't have a guide. He's just going with the flow.
But is that where the manager comes in, though? The managers are coming and pick
I
his
think
spots
Potter
as well.
and Boli are being manipulated. By who? By who? Who are they getting manipulated?
By
the
consortium.
Yeah, the British ones too.
Wait, hold on. So I said they're not being controlled by the Illuminati or something. So
No.
this consortium, are this like
No,
secret
but like-
society or something?
But Boli he's part of he's just the face of the consortium. Like there's other people in the consortium that like have the say, don't they, man? You know, so like I can share you the list of the people in the consortium, man. Like
wait.
Hold on. So you said that
RDS.
before anybody's bought, he has to go to like this long, massive table where you just see these guys in shadows, and they all have this massive discussion before anyone is bought. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
you know, they raised their hand for
yeah, exactly. It's a democracy, man. It's a democracy.
So Mudryk for 100 mil, say I.
Yeah. Bro, man. Like,
this is sick.
This is the way
This
for
is
us to
sick.
get money over,
This
you know?
is sick. David T again. Chelsea are a reverse PSG. They now spend big and win the CL title, but not the league recently. I don't blame Boli. He's naive. It's the people around him.
Oh, yeah.
He looks. I think it has to be who he's getting advised by.
Okay. Yeah. What's
Who's
the
that?
point of
Eminence? You said
having
something? Eminence?
Vivo and yeah, I'm saying, what's the point of having people like Vivo and what's my man, Wayne Stanley or whatever his name is? Why do you have people in charge of like what?
This is messed up. This is it's just messed up. That is messed up. Look, Eminence, I have no idea. Eminence, I told it, it's a Vibes FC. Francis, same faith as Ziyech, Havertz, Werner, Lukaku, Oba, Sterling, Pulisic, soon to be Felix and Mudryk. What happens when these long contracts don't work? Francis, that is why this is stupid. It is
7
stupid.
years again, HH. This is
Yeah.
baseball.
How do you
This
do a
is
7-year deal?
No.
You
HH,
stupid
these-
idiots.
no,
Does
HH,
anybody
these are
understand that?
baseball
Like, bro,
contracts.
it's called 3 years review. 3
No,
years
this is-
review.
this
3
is-
years review. Why are you doing
this is-
7 years?
This is block contract. This is prison FC nowadays. Like,
I mean, it's
we're
a
not
blood.
letting
No. So see, the only person you sign a blood pact with is Reece James. That's who you give a 7-year contract to. Who does not
he's
want to
injured,
buy their
so
Chile?
I don't
Who's
know.
the last 7-year contract that worked out? Has there ever been one?
Kepa?
See, the only one that would work out is Messi. That's who you sign as well. And even Messi didn't sign a 7-year contract. So that's the only person who, yes, you give a guy 7-10 years because you know that you're going to get 10 amazing years. You don't sign anybody for 7 years unless they call little Messi. So,
HH, what's he going to do if Mount
what's
takes a 7-year
Chelsea's
contract?
best signing this summer been?
but, you
Has it
know,
been
Mike, then I'll.
It's been
I'll
Zakaria
use the window.
alone.
Mike, I'm using the
Alone.
window.
That's crazy.
Alone.
David C. Football
That's crazy,
Twitter,
bro.
please get Maguire and Elaga's name.
Hashtag Maguire the GOAT,
Guys,
man. Get
I'm
it
telling you
trending,
right
guys.
now.
Get it
Guys, you think like, it's just that it's hard, but if there was a way in which somehow, in some crazy way, Maguire was just trending and people were like, oh no, this guy's really good, and they showed his highlights and just got him trending. Do you know Bolly would actually buy it?
100%.
Bolly and the consultant, they'd actually buy
Every
it.
fan base is going to do that with the player they hate the most.
Yeah,
So Liverpool will
guys,
start with
if you
Henderson.
okay, here's the thing: secrets source. If you want to get rid of a player, get him trending on Twitter. That player will get off you.
Do this for Ferran, bro. Ferran, bro, do this for Ferran.
Chelsea were actually
You didn't
linked
see
to
like
Maguire as well.
people should actually do that as an experiment. They're just getting him trending and just say boldly, yes. Oh, this is disgusting. Cola 99. Maybe Chelsea thought they were.
Nah.
That's a good one, Colo.
That was good. Yeah, that's bad one.
They did a typo. That's the problem. They did a typo, bro.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
No, Colo, man. No, Mike. No.
No, Colo's gonna start trending fucking some Juventus players to get Chelsea to sign them now.
Because, guys, things are so bad that Bowley knows who Mudryk is. Maybe because Mudryk. Oh, it must be the same thing. And when he comes through and is like, and then he says, "Oh wait, why is I thought we bought?" And he sees Mudryk playing for Real Madrid. Say, "Wait a minute, why is he playing for Real?" But I thought he's like, "No, bro. There's a K and there's a C. It's different." Oh my god.
Mudryk, what's his nationality actually? Mudryk.
Ukraine.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Oh, you know, if it was Christian, then it's a don. If it was Christian, it's a don.
Yeah,
David, see, after the Shakhtar Fred hype, people haven't learned. Look, bro, the guy, he's not that good.
To be fair, HH, like most Shakhtar players are not that bad. Like, let's be honest, they're not that bad.
But did you see what Fred done to KDB today?
Yeah.
Oh no, we'll talk. And Kwab, Chelsea can't do this to giants like Barca. We are 10 times as big. Wait, are you the same Barca that's in the Europa League?
Is
that same
what's
Barca?
your league position?
That same. This is Europe.
Where's Chelsea?
We're playing a UCL game next. Next one we're playing a UCL game.
What about next
I can't talk mid-table, man.
Can you spell
I can't talk mid-table, man.
L. No. I don't speak basic Europa. I don't.
I don't speak mid-table, so I don't know how to communicate.
Shut up, man.
HH, we're about to have the big mid-table derby next weekend.
Okay, Mike. You see, Mike. I was trying to clown these bastards.
No, but like HH, it's for me and you. We're in the mud together.
HH, I know you and your brick analysis thinks it's a flex, but if we look into it, this is scary that Todd bought Mudryk and really doesn't know what he's doing. No. I said I'm just here for jokes because I just want to just clown H7 and Arsenal fans because it's just funny. Real talk, it's stupid.
Horrible.
It's stupid because the reality is you've bought pretty much an unknown for 100 mil. That is crazy. It's crazy.
You know, let's try and positive. So let's say yeah.
Because my thing is that when Atleti put 120 for Felix. Is because he was born. I think it was the Europa League.
Yeah.
So he had but at least he was performing in. What the hell has this guy done? Has he played in the UCL? What has he done in the UCL? Has he bowled in the UCL?
He bowled against Real Madrid.
Yeah, Real Madrid.
Come on, one game's not worth 100
he played well
mil.
against Celtic as well. He played well against Celtic.
Obviously, 90 minutes isn't worth 100 mil.
You know Danjuma bowled against Real Madrid.
Wait, hold on. Silence FC. The Drake will succeed as HH didn't sing like his clown. Look, here's my thing. Maybe he will because I will never give him a nickname. Maybe he'll succeed. So maybe I'm actually going to help.
That is all going to change next weekend if he scores against Liverpool. That is going to be the mud.
I think he's the best. I think he has the best slander name.
Read.
He's got the best slander.
Oh my gosh, man!
It's a good first touch, man.
That sounds like you're saying the dick.
Mother.
God,
he's already done it, guys. He's already done it. Sorry, Chelsea fans.
He's already done it.
Relax, guys. I was joking. It's not real, man.
Effort for him to make a nickname.
Wait, look. Eminence, any final words on this? Okay, what if he balls? Maybe he's a Jukovic.
But the thing is, how many big signings have succeeded at Chelsea?
0.
Tell me one big signing. Tell me one. We don't do that.
Okay. So you're saying that there is no chance that he balls and he succeeds. You're saying that there's no chance that happens.
I'm not saying that, but if you look at Lukaku, 100 mil flop, Torres 50 mil flop, Havertz 70 mil flop. Who else? There's too many. There's too many players, man. So I don't really know. Pulisic as well, 60 mil flop. So like, listen,
Fine at 80 mil, injured all the time. Sorry, go on.
There's too many flops. We've had big signings, so I don't really know, man.
Kenny, talk to me, man.
Yeah, obviously, he's our player now.
What if he balls?
Obviously, if he balls, we're gonna even if the price is high, if he plays well, everyone's gonna forget about the price anyways. At the end of the day, if he plays well, like the price tag doesn't matter. But obviously now he's our player, we have to back him. But it's not looking good. That's what I'm gonna say. It's not looking good, man.
Matt, man, do you have any faith? Sorry,
can you just share this image that I've got?
Oh God.
No, just so people are aware, this is like one of the key guys in the consortium who looks like
the
Swiss
guy.
Yeah, Swiss guy. He actually looks like a Bond villain.
You're getting managed by old men.
He's really
Hans York. Hans York.
He really went to Ukraine to scout this guy. That's for sure.
Ziba, as I say, watch it, bro.
He's one season away from ending it, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Wait, what did he say? Good thing I didn't hear what he said, because that could have been a straight red. Matt, Mudryk, man. What if he balls, man?
Right, as Kenny said, if he balls, no one's going to look at the price. But the statistics are showing every big signing we've got has failed. And I don't want to look at that now. I want to look at it. I want to see him succeed. I want this guy to succeed. I want this guy to be, the next Hazard we've been waiting for, as people have always proclaimed. But I need to see this happen with less price. Just less price. The price is just too big. If it was 20 mil, 25, I'll clap my hands. Great price. But we spent way too much money. Now, is this price going to stop us from doing anything else? I'm not sure. Now, that Brighton lad, Casado, he's looked like he's coming soon, which is somewhat of a convincing, signing for me. But as a Mudryk, as a player, I've never watched this guy play. I've seen his highlights, watched 20 minutes, here and there, but I've never actually seen this guy play. So I'm going to see how he plays here, but that price tag is very, very concerning, man. But he replaces Mount. That's all I'm here for.
HH, do you think if Kovacic gets injured, like Bowley pay the release clause for Enzo?
Eminence.
I mean, they all have to vote.
At this rate, if you're telling me what, I don't know what sort of Bowley is capable of doing.
He's not going to pay that release clause, otherwise he would have done it.
Yeah, especially after paying the money for Mudryk, I don't think we'll have money like that. For me, the best case scenario is Caicedo. That's the best case scenario. Yeah. But we're not going.
But there was like Ruben Neves. It's like so many other options. Like we're gonna go Zaha for 30 mil just now. He'll come in tomorrow, bang and goals. Tony, 50 mil, would have banged in goals tomorrow. Like Mudryk, he's young, he's all that, but I think we need something now. Even Trossard, he's 28, but he'll come in tomorrow and bang in goals.
Wait, hold on. Let me switch it. Now, someone made a very scary link. So here's the thing. So we all know the history of Chelsea's ownership and so forth.
I was going to mention this actually.
Do you think that Bowley was doing this as a sort of, hey, we were owned by so forth, but if we have a Ukrainian in our team, it will help to sort of wash away the kind of
excellent PR. It was excellent.
You know what?
This
is a masterclass, man. This is actually a masterclass, bro.
I just thought about it.
For the people, by the people, man. That's what he's.
To be fair, Arsenal did the same in the summer, so.
I actually just thought that Chelsea was signing so many. I thought it was simpler. Just Chelsea signing a lot of black players, and they need the balance.
They still kick their fans off the train.
I need to go there. Okay, so let's hit the next one. So Rodrigo, Chelsea contributions to the war efforts, Zelensky tax. Oh. Well, how do Ukraine benefit from this?
The taxation, presumably.
Taxes going
to pay tax to the Ukraine.
They're just going to buy more tanks.
Alhambra, I think we're all in agreement that this is pretty perplexing. But question for the panel: what are the chances he balls? We can't predict the future. See, we can't predict the future. He could flop. He could ball. All we can do is what info do we have now? The info we have now is the Ukrainian league isn't like the Premier League. I feel someone like Willian, for example, is a much better than Mudryk was. And I don't think Mudryk is going to do as well as, let's say, Willian did. And how well did Willian even do in the Premier League? So when you just take everything into account, here's the thing, I may be wrong, but from what I've seen of him, from the footage I've seen of him, he didn't blow me away. He didn't wow me.
Okay,
he's a good player.
If he balls, I'm gonna have to we're all taking. Everyone in the panel is. These receipts are gonna be mad.
Yeah, of course. Well, man, I'll love to take an L on it. I want this guy to perform.
I will be happy to take an L.
Yeah.
Digital Rhapsody. So the Arsenal fan will see you in the UCL and humble you again. Okay. What if Arsenal finish?
You mean the conference? You mean the Conference League?
No. This is the Bayern fan.
This is the Bayern fan.
Oh, Bayern.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Wait, did you lose 5-1, 5-1 in over 2 legs, or was I dreaming?
Did you lose 7-1 to Bayern?
Has Boateng recovered?
Namdi Nwajide. How much do you think Bellingham will cost now? Do you think since Chelsea?
150, bro. 130. That's
At least
that's
150.
starting point.
See,
That's
this
the
is what
starting
Chelsea have done. Chelsea have just effed up the markets,
like,
man.
Bellingham
Because
is
here's the thing, because
Bellingham is
it's one thing for Neymar to go for 222. It's Neymar. It's one thing from a guy from Ukraine who looks like a girl going for 100 mil. That's just
Easy, AJ. Easy.
What do you mean by
when I first saw him, I thought that he looked like a girl.
Man's got like name tattoos and everything as well.
Is that what you're
No,
playing?
was it? There's no from me here. Like when I first saw him, I was like, oh, like is this okay? Let me not.
Respect his transitioning. He's
That's a
transitioning.
bit-
All I
that's
look,
a
it's
bit-
not. It's
that's
just
a bit
not.
fast.
I'm not doing this. All I said when I first saw his picture, I thought it was a woman. That's it. I just thought it was a girl.
Respect
But,
him, man.
Hey,
Respect him.
yo.
Okay. So I want to come this up from a whole new angle. Now, so the whole United game. So RDS sends me this vid about interference, and because basically, football terrorism, we did this whole thing. I actually talked about it with Serie and people and so forth, and people are going to go back and forth with it. I am not going to change my position with it. I feel he interfered with play. But whatever the case may be, the result is the result. Because you can look at it both ways. He didn't touch it, he interfered with play. But whatever the case may be, you are Man City and you have to learn how to react. Now, what we didn't actually talk about in detail was Pep's press conference. What the hell does it mean by I don't care about the Premier League? Is this lost in translation, or is this guy just trying to
Mind games.
He said, no. Caleb Foucault, he said, I don't care about the Premier League or the Carabao Cup. We have loads of those. That's
No. He said that we've won a lot.
We've won a lot.
That's
He's flexing.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he's flexing a bit.
is he lying though?
No,
He's not lying.
No, Ziman, he's not lying, but you're being really weird. Because at the end of the day, you are still in a competition. Okay. In Fergie's 16th season or so forth, I think there was one season where I think they came second or third. Did Fergie said, "Nah, I don't care about the Premier League. We've won and lost." After he'd won like 5, 6, or 7, Fergie was like, "No, I am competing until I retire." You would never hear that out of Fergie's mouth after he's won 10, 11, 12. That man, I don't care about the. I mean, artists help me. I think there was a season where they were like 7, 8, 9 points behind Arsenal or something. After winning about 10 already, and after doing a 3-pit already. Fergie never said, I don't care about the Premier League. So to say that, you're being an idiot.
Yeah,
you're being an idiot.
I people say mind games, people say things like that. It just sounds, even if you're saying, right, I want to take the pressure off my players or whatever, something like that. Like, if it was just the first part, I'd be like, okay, whatever, it's fine. But the fact that he qualified it by saying like we've won a lot, it's like, are you flexing? Are you trying to be arrogant? Are you saying that like you don't care? Like it's
no. Artists, it sounds so, because you're saying that like I don't care about the Premier League or the Carabao Cup because we've seen out of it. Oh, but we've won a lot, so why should I care? That's just crazy. The only thing I'll give is that I hope this is lost in translation or something.
Did he sign a contract? Did he sign a new contract?
He signed a contract. Yes, it's going to be there.
Then
but
why
like,
you signed a contract then?
Yeah, exactly. what this says, Dan, this is my thing. Because I don't even know, because I've talked to Death today about the whole referee thing. So, but what I did say actually before I live my channel was that I think that that City to a certain extent have a mentality problem. Okay, there is a mentality
which we've seen in the UCL.
Which you've seen in the UCL, and we're saying something we saw here. Whatever you say about the referee decision, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, the best team's the best mentality when they get react. When they react, like in that game. Okay, the ref made a bad call in. The City players think, okay, the ref.
Yeah, it's a bad call, but it's 1-1. It's
1-1. You're not losing the game. At the very least, you need to make sure, right, we don't lose the game. We make sure that we get because a point away at Old Trafford is still a good result, regardless, and it keeps United in check. you collapse, you can see the second goal, and then you have your manager coming out being like, "Oh, blah blah, blah we can't." So what I expected was like, okay, annoyed, disappointed, referees for X, Y, and Z, but whatever it is, you know, where we go again. End of conversation. We prepare for the next game. That's it. We have a tough game against Spurs. We'll focus on that. That's not what he said. So if Pep has that mentality, like whether it's psychological because he's been bantered so many times in the UCL that's now starting to affect him mentally, that is going to affect his players. And that's why I think that, like, even though I still think City are favourites to win this league, like if Arsenal beat United and beat Spurs like next week, Arsenal for me will win the league because the mentality of Arsenal players now, Arteta is far ahead of City players right now.
Yeah, no. I think because if Arsenal beats Tottenham, I mean we'll get there, but if Arsenal beats Tottenham, it's going to be huge. But my thing though is,
but HH, can I just ask like?
So just finish one quick thing. So just some point.
Sure,
if the thing is with City is like City look like if they concede first, if they go down, if they're under pressure, they don't look like they will be able to respond.
Arias, they couldn't be Lampard.
No, City always have to be in control. Once they lose control, they don't know how to react and just get it done.
When did against Everton, when what's his name scored the equal
Gray.
65 minutes, something like that. Okay, Everton are going to play how many men at the back? They're having a relegation battle. But you still had 45 minutes to try and do something. And at the end of Southampton, okay, you made the changes, but you had 90 minutes to at least have one attempt on goal. So what happens when things don't go? How do you react? And what we're seeing with this team is that they don't know what to do.
That's crazy, though.
KDB, who's their captain, believes he's too old. Like,
but you know what's funny?
Their
real captain is a 25-year-old Ruben Diaz, bro. Like that tells you everything.
He's 25.
Like, bro, honestly,
yeah, he's young.
Yeah. And I was gonna ask you, R. Diaz, was I the only one that had Real Madrid flashbacks?
Oh no, wait, what do you mean? No, he's 28. Bruno is 28.
No, Ruben Diaz.
Oh, sorry, Ruben Diaz. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I was having Real Madrid flashbacks, bro. Like Rodrigo flashbacks. Like these guys don't know how to handle setbacks whatsoever.
No,
that's why they will never win the Champions League.
But then this is not something.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
look. Here's the thing.
Talk to me.
Yes, because I know you've been thinking about it so forth. This is a great day for Yassi because not only United winning, Liverpool losing, Rashford also doing his thing.
Chelsea bantering still.
No, let me ask you because these race are you in a title race?
That's it. Don't be careful.
No.
Yes. Okay. Let me let me meet them. Let me mute J2S and RDS. Shut up. RDS and J2S. Shut up. Are you in a title race? Yes or no?
Damn,
no.
Why you gotta ask me that question?
Yes, before you answer.
Why you do this? See,
before you answer.
It's a setup. It's a setup. The biggest setup.
Look at that.
Look at that table. Look at that table. Are you in a title race?
Listen.
Yes, go on. Yes, you're in a title race. Are United back? A Manchester United back?
Wait, this is Ten Hag first season. You know, he only had one transfer window.
Yes, 38.
This is a progress. You know, his goal is to get top 4. You know, that's what it is. So right now, we just chill. Listen, 10th. Listen, 10th. That's what I'm not going to call you 18 no more.
Is this what we're doing?
10th. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yes, you better watch your mouth, man.
When you talk, all I hear is like you're so far away. I can't hear you.
This is
13 points is too far.
Yes, you know what? Yes, I can still use this card. Yes, watch your mouth. Yes, watch your mouth.
I mean, it's funny how there's no Arsenal fan here because Mudryk, that was a crazy.
H7 is here.
H7 Mudryk, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyways,
you're gonna win the league for you, isn't it?
Listen. Let's just take it one game at a time. I'll give you my answer when we go and we rock up to the Emirates. when we walk up to Jay Links.
So okay, so you're guaranteeing a dub at
Still,
Arsenal.
you're winning. You're winning.
So Yasser, you're guaranteeing a dub.
If we beat Arsenal at the Emirates,
so Yasser, you're saying that you're beating Arsenal. So you're beating Arsenal.
Hey, listen, I don't know. I'm not Nostradamus. I can't see the future. I'm not. Was it Raven? Was it Raven?
That's so Raven.
That's so Raven. I can't see the future. Come on, man.
Good show,
I
yeah,
can't do that.
Wait, hold on. What show was that? Raven?
Yeah,
That's so Raven.
That's
so Raven. DC channel.
I mean, it wasn't your childhood, clearly.
Yeah, I can't see the future, guys. So the future is unpredictable. It's unpredictable. You have situations where Chelsea are pretty much owned by Arab money, apparently, because I don't know where they get this money from. Like, I didn't predict that. I couldn't predict that Liverpool, Mo Salah, haven't scored since Christmas.
Saeed, did you take your meds, though? Did you take your meds?
Hold on, Jamal.
You know what? I think I actually prefer depressed Yasser.
Listen,
like happy. I don't like happy Yasser.
Imagine if they actually win the title. Yasser is going to be shameless.
You know what I said? So basically, like, I was actually with a bunch of basically, I was with Nix, Serie, and KJ, and I was saying to them that if United win the league, do you know how horrible it would be?
That's all.
No, I rather that than Arsenal.
Oh my!
Who you rather, guys? Manchester United or Arsenal?
Listen, Jamal.
No. Let me be real with
Shout
you.
to Jamal for being
as tough as it is, but you have to
brave.
I've always hated Man United. I've never hated Arsenal. I've always hated Man United. And for me, you have to understand that because I'm a bit older than you guys, I lived through the crazy success of United, where all these guys did was win. So my thing is that there has to be balance.
Okay,
20 years of success, 20 years of. So they did at least 15 more years of failure.
Let me say this, HA. Let me say this. I'm not gonna lie to you, HA. There was a time during the game. There was a moment where I was just like literally. I was so look, HH, the fact that Jack Grealish scored a goal and the commentators said something like on the lines of, his Man City career hasn't been that great, but to score a winner, and this was the 75th minute, to score a winner, I was so angry, HH.
No, but see, that goes to Ardis's point. I'll be real with you. When Grealish scored, I was like, okay, that's it. Game over.
Yeah, me too.
Because I did not think that United had the character or mentality to get back in the game. So the fact that United got back in the game and won the game, this could be the pivotal turning point for United in the season. Because I don't think you understand how crucial this win is because of the manner of the win and who you did it against.
Jamal, before you go, you don't understand. I read something. I don't know if it's PR, but I'm a Disney Plus merchant, so I believe anything, HH. Especially when it comes to Man United. This is what I heard from a journalist. This is what I heard. This is what I read. I read, a guy by the name of Casemiro was watching the Brentford game.
Oh my god!
And it was texting his
Wait, hold on.
I heard that.
Is this right?
What?
Last time United lost its first two games, they won the league.
Oh, huh? Really?
That happened.
I've got research that.
But by the way, we haven't lost a game at home since Brighton. That was our first game of the season. That's
bro. Ten Hag balls cooking, man.
Look. But HH, hold on. Let me land. Hold on.
Yes, do you know how long Jamal has been waiting for you? Had the mic for like the last
Jamal.
5 hours.
I love you, Jamal. I love you so much, bro. But just let me land. Hold on. So he was texting his agent while watching the game. He said, "I can fix this." He said, "I will fix this." Casemiro was like, "I will fix this." People said he came here for the money. People say he was a geriatric. People say he was old. People say Toni Kroos and Mudryk carried him. Casemiro said, "I will fix this."
People say,
you see Casemiro and Vervaas high-fiving each other. This is a Real Madrid. They brought Real Madrid to United. They were winning back to United.
Yes,
bro.
You see, this is why United needs to fail. Because I don't like this. I don't like this, man. Okay, Jamal, take the mic.
You guys could have kept CR7, man, for the title. You could have kept him doing the title.
Imagine what CR7 is thinking now, man.
He's gonna claim if Manchester United win the title. He's gonna claim this Premier League.
Oh, he's gonna give him a medal. Really give him a medal.
Actually,
yeah, I
fair
just
point.
want
Would he get a Premier League medal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would. He
Oh,
would
he might
have
actually.
appeared for you guys, right?
He would.
No. If United win the league, do you think Christian actually turns up to the trophy presentation?
He's gonna do it.
With a full kit.
With a
Like, I
full
was
He's
like,
gonna do
and then I think if he actually cries and so forth, it's
Yeah. He's gonna do his new celebration in the parade. But yeah, man.
what's it called? This it does the. Oh my.
Yeah.
No, look, Jamal. United are in
Yeah.
Jamal, it's a 3-horse race. Jamal, it's a 3-horse
Yeah,
race. They're back. Yes,
it
they're
is.
back.
Yeah, but I just want to say on City, maybe there's 3 titles in a row. Maybe it's a curse because you know what this reminds me of? This City, it reminds me of the year when we won the league. Because they was gonna do a 3-peat that year as well. Because I think the one was a 100-point season and then the 98, and then the next season was to do the 3-peat, and they flopped. Because you remember that season they was bad because Wolves beat them, everyone was beating them, and bro,
Southampton, yeah.
they're looking very similar to the City now. So is it a mentality thing that they can't do this 3-peat? That's the question because bro, they're looking very similar.
No. It's my thing though is. So guys say, okay, Haaland has somehow made the most and everything. The moment that City lost to Real Madrid in the Bernabeu, that's the moment that he said we need to get Haaland. Haaland is for the UCL.
Yes.
Like me, Pep, if he wins the league, cool. I don't think that's his focus. You still can't open your mouth and say I don't care about the Premier League. That is a horrible, stupid thing to say. But I do believe that Pep is like, I have to win that UCL, and Haaland may be the key. Hence why I say, like, if they don't win the UCL this year, I just don't know. I just don't know what they can do mental-wise, character-wise, mentally. Just going for it. I have no idea.
Yeah, but I agree with the streets because you know what the streets was saying? The streets was saying, bro, you could curse him all you want, Sterling and Jesus, bro. That was the pacing behind because I'm watching Manchester City now. Yes, they're still technically gifted, Mahrez, but they're slow on the wing. There's nobody to run in behind. Yeah. So, bro, Jesus, man, he was vital. But yeah, that's what I gotta say.
Jason West, are you in a title race, man?
Not yet. It's too early. We're not even technically not even half through the season.
Jason West, why is this? Jason West, look at the league team.
No.
Jason West, you're the most informed team in the league.
No, it's
you're only 1 point behind Man City. If Aston were to lose to Tottenham, it gets even closer. Come on.
We're losing tomorrow.
No, we're not.
No, relax.
We're not.
It's a draw. It's a 1-1 draw.
derby.
But sorry, Jason West, what do you say, Jason West?
Yeah, the last time we went at the Emirates is when Lingard did the moonwalk. That's the last time he did it.
Yeah.
Good times, bro. Good times.
Okay, so Jason West, based on how well United have been playing, a huge victory over City, why don't you want to put yourself in a title race where everything indicates that United are here? Ten Hag is cooking.
The January transfer window. We just signed the Veg. I mean, what we get?
What if the horse balls? What if the horse balls?
Really?
Yeah, the horse.
I mean,
that's the best nickname. That's the best nickname.
The horse. That's the name, bro.
The horse. You know he's cheaper than the João Felix suspension fee.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
Excuse me?
Basically, Chelsea are paying more money for Javic's suspension than United are playing for Weghorst, man.
The horse lives, man. The horse lives. But can I talk about Man United?
Yeah, Zima, talk to me.
This league has to be under investigation. You're making Casemiro look like a ball playing CDM, which he wasn't.
Yeah, relax. See, these Barca fans, bro. Why you affect these guys, bro?
Let me land, bro. I actually listen, man.
Wait. Hold up. Before you go. Rodney, that's a yellow card.
Yo, that's a great name.
So if you think that guys in the streets, that's a yellow card. So guys, basically, Mods, ensure that Rodney's on a yellow. Rodney on the yellow card.
Mods, don't listen to him.
That's good. That's good.
So continue. So Zeman, continue.
But in all reality, man, it's not me trying to attack Casemiro or anything. He just wasn't like that in La Liga on a consistent basis. That was one of the number one complaints by Real Madrid fans. Even when they got Tchouaméni, they felt like he was an improvement on the ball. So let's not try to act like I'm trying to attack him. But I do think he's been a good signing. I mean, I heard that Ten Hag originally wanted him and De Jong, which would make a solid double pivot. But to be honest with you, man, I fear what Rashford is going to do to us, man. Rashford.
Speak on Emily too. Speak on Rashford. You
Rashford is
abuse
playing
them.
like one of the best
What are you
players on
talking
the ball,
about?
man.
The Europa League. We will do
No,
a 1 week
no,
preview
no,
for that
no,
huge
no,
game,
no,
and
no,
that is
no.
a massive game.
No,
That's a massive game.
We have to put some respect on his name, man. Like
Have you
Rashford.
apologized yet, H? Have you apologized?
is a World Cup finalist,
Rashford.
man.
No.
Dembele is a World Cup
This
finalist, man.
is not reverse jinx. I
Z-Man, I
actually think Ten
I
Hag.
told you.
Ten Hag's improved these individuals, man. He even got Sancho back to Amsterdam, and then he's coming back. I mean,
Whoa.
let's see what happens to
apparently,
him,
bro.
I'm telling, bro. This Ten Hag, you have to give him credit, HH, because weren't you attacking him? Weren't people attacking him in the beginning?
He called him Nine Hag. He called him Nine Hag.
Yep.
I never called him Nine Hag.
You have to put some respect, man.
Z-Man,
He's
you know
actually
what I
been
heard?
amazing.
He's always been known as Ten Hag's in
Z-Man,
bed.
you know
Ten
what I
Hag's
heard
in
in the
bed.
streets, bro? Z-Man.
Even no, yesterday,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
Wan Bissaka, man, he's playing ball,
Bro,
How do you
today was
transform him
different.
into a baller?
Yeah. Z-Man, you know what I heard in the streets?
That's a
Apparently,
real manager, man. That's a real manager.
you know the inhalers. You know the Liverpool had a guy for the inhaler, right? So the guy that you know they used to they're basically their plug for the inhaler, right? Apparently, Ten Hag met the dude, gave him a better deal, and then that's the reason why Liverpool's struggling right now. United, because that's the only explanation. Because
That was dead. If that was a joke, that was dead, bro. H drop the cup brick.
I tried.
Can I take on to it quickly?
Wait, hold on. Let me just hit this brick. Yeah, Kenny, talk to me. Kenny,
Need to calm down now.
Oh, that was the saddest break. Oh man.
Yeah, on City, I don't. For me, some of these players, they haven't been performing. Cancelo, since like that World Cup, I don't like. This guy has not been the same. No, since that Liverpool game or that Arsenal game, Cancelo has been terrible. Even Bernardo Silva as well. Like there's some, like this guy has not been settled. Like he's trying to leave the club. There's a couple players there. Grealish has not like actually performed as is the actual price tag. Like they're just having a down season. I think obviously right now Arsenal should be favourites to win the league, but
H7, I dare you not to close the deal. No,
I dare you not to finish top 6. Bro. I dare
Oh, that's funny.
You know what's like? So
700 mil. There you.
I dare you.
So basically, everyone has a comeback.
no,
finishing after $1 billion.
This is crazy.
You know you're about to spend $1 billion, HH, like in about the last 4 or 5 years, bro. I'm letting you know this, bro. I dare you, bro, not to win a major trophy.
H7, we're talking about Manchester United in this topic. Can we just please stay on topic, please? Thank you.
No,
So
but
Kenny,
HH, you did them dirty though. Kenny, you guys did them dirty. How do you still Mudryk for them? Leave
and they don't even
alone.
need it. They don't even need it.
H7, no, as much as you wouldn't claim about, yes, at the end of the day, we were forced to pay 100 mil.
He's a baller. Like he's a baller.
So he's worth 100 mil,
bro. I'm telling you.
Yes. Are you paying 100 mil for Mudryk?
He has a Zard feels.
Come on,
bro.
you're asking Yasir.
He feels like
Zard.
Zard.
No. I got him.
Cut that bitch off.
Yeah, I think that
this is why you win the Ballon d'Or, bro. This is why you're a big dog winner.
I know what. Okay, Kenny, I know what I'm talking about.
I think you're gonna win like back-to-back big door analyst or something.
Okay, can I get my apology? When it comes true, can I get my apology, Kenny?
Yes, no. Yase is having an amazing January so far. So he started off with quality. Basically, it just shows that the brick door was no fluke because it's actually concerning. Basically, the brick door has not affected his performance. The brick door has not affected his performance. He's showing you true brick door form. This is true brick door form, man. Rob, what were we saying about United? Rob,
better win tomorrow, Rob. You better win tomorrow.
Rob.
Lob. Yeah, what are you saying about United? United are they title favorites?
No, I don't think the title favorites. I think it's between Arsenal still and Manchester City. But I think Arsenal are favorites right now, and I expect them, or I think they should win it. Like, I don't expect United to be in it yet because they lack squad depth, for example. Mm-hmm. So I think it's Arsenal should win this, I think.
And we don't lack squad depth.
Thank you, Rob. Speaking sense.
Emmanuel, that was hurtful, bro.
That Man United
Emmanuel.
actually have better squad depth than us. You know?
Okay, so let me quickly hit this Dubinsky's and then
Wait,
Mike.
HH, can I say one thing?
Mike, go for him. Go for him.
All right, cool. Everybody can hear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I try to tell people that I try to tell people that please listen to me. Ten Hag is coming from the Eredivisie. He's coming from the Eredivisie, and is coming to the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that he has, that he's done, that he's achieved is he took Ajax to the UCL semis, and that's it. And I said that unless you are 100% positive, that you can give Ten Hag his targets, things are going to be real tricky. And this was for me.
Okay. What is wrong with you, HH?
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
I'll tell you what's right with me. I'll tell you what's right with me. We haven't even played. We're not going to have it for the season. Let's see what happens in 38 games, because
You're absolutely right,
don't let United be 6th and Chelsea be 4th. Don't allow that to happen. Don't
Speak on it,
allow.
Speak on it. Stay with this.
No. Okay. No. I'm not saying my chest. If Chelsea finish above United,
stop talking. Stop talking.
I want to hit
Mike, Mike, it's not going to happen. If it happens,
Kenny, get
it's
your
bad.
man.
I'm not gonna let that. He's looking like Brighton have more chance of finishing top 6 than us finishing top 4. Like,
No. HH. With that, you see, that's what I love about HH, because even when Chelsea are down on Al, he will still find the hope.
That's true. That's true.
Basically, all I'm saying is that don't let Chelsea finish above United.
You know what's interesting?
Don't let Chelsea finish above United. Just don't let that happen.
Yeah.
You know what's very interesting, right? You know what I said about Mudryk. Everyone called me a brick, whatever, right? HH has been going crazy about João Felix, right? Yes, he had a phenomenal game, but now he's suspended for 3 games. Like it's like
I'm gonna cook you. I'm gonna cook you at the end of the
Yes. Don't get Zeman excited. Okay.
I'm gonna cook you at the end of
Zeman gets orgasms whenever Felix's name gets mentioned and so forth. So you don't want to get him too excited and so forth.
I can't wait for him to come back.
Minnesota community. Do you think he gets a red card in his first game?
Hey, I'm actually gonna put money on that. I'm actually gonna put money on.
You know what I'll put money on? Imagine if because you guys play Arsenal in April. Imagine if Mudryk has a game where he literally stops Arsenal from winning the league.
April the 26th.
Emirates as well.
Masterclass.
Imagine,
you know what's gonna happen to you, Chelsea
that'd
fans,
be
when it comes to the
crazy,
Emirates. Oh my god! And Jesus should be back then as well, yo.
Namdi Nwajide. But if Haaland is able to get stopped by United, how is he scoring against Bayern, PSG, Madrid, Napoli? Different settles, different games. UCL is a lot more open. UCL is a lot more open, a lot more space.
Like when Haaland, this is his weakness. When Haaland has come across competent defenders, he's looked pretty average, to be honest. So
and also, weren't they comparing this dude to Mbappe?
Kylian?
Yeah.
These guys were trying to do a Haaland, Mbappe, Messi, Ronaldo for the new era. Are you stupid?
No. Kylian's a legend, bro.
Stupid?
He's already a legend.
Talent
FC is already a legend.
United play midweek. They could be leveled by.
Yeah, that's true. If Tottenham don't win, if Tottenham beats,
but make sure, bro, make sure you beat Crystal Palace first.
Yeah. If we have Crystal Palace in midweek, so
but it's away though.
It's away though. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Make sure you beat them, bro, before you come to the. Emirates,
listen. Patrick, you better not do something, bro. You better not.
Remember last season?
Wait. Let's have an extra cookout for Mike. Extra cookout for Mike.
Yo, I love it, bro. I missed the cookout. I missed it.
I'm gonna ask a very odd question. So Mike, I don't know whether how sober you are, but the drunker you are, the better it is. That's just right.
No, I'm pretty drunk.
All right.
I still got some vodka in here, so.
Hey, Mike, that's how we like it. Saturday night vibes. Is it fair to question Klopp as a manager, or do you think that's reactionary based on what we've seen now? Yes, shut up.
Yeah, sir. Win a trophy, bro. Then you can start talking.
There you go.
Anyways, I mean, unless you want to count the Bangkok Cup. Bangkok Cup,
man.
He's got the Bangkok Cup, so all is good. I mean, come on. Are we really going to question Klopp as a manager? Really? He's won Bundesliga with Dortmund. Nobody has won the Bundesliga since then. Look what he did with Liverpool. Yes, is he at the level of Pep Guardiola? No, he's not. I will never regard him as that, but Klopp will be remembered as a top quality manager. That's all I got to say.
Yes,
I don't want any. If anybody says flop and this sort of crap, come on. Like, you're just speaking ludicrous. Really. You're speaking ludicrous.
No,
this guy's a top quality manager.
Wait. Are you flopping now? Then are you flopping or out?
No. No. I'm still Klopp out. But what we're talking about.
Because he's like you're still. So in 2023, you still say Klopp is a top quality manager.
Yes, I do. Yes, of course. I mean, look at the circumstances he's had to go through with Liverpool in the last 2 seasons. No investment really other than Darwin Núñez and Gakpo, Diaz. He's had nothing to work with in the midfield. Is that his own fault? Of course it can be because he's sentimental, but if you give him the right pieces, like we haven't even seen him with an owner that actually backs him properly, like actually says, here, have all the money and spend it. Imagine if he was at Chelsea right now. Can you imagine if he was at Chelsea? He would just be spending on quality players. So I don't want to hear nothing about Klopp is not a top quality manager. Yes, he's going through a tough period right now, but he's still, in my eyes, top quality. And any club who gets him next, whoever it may be, you're very fortunate.
Yes, do you share what Mike says that we can't be reactionary? He may be having a bad time now. Every manager goes through bad spells and through bad moments. So should we question his ability? Or is the adverse that your lack of having a plan B or a plan C is how we question your management, because this is what you have to deal with, but your lack of having an alternative maybe is what we do to question your management. And oh my lord, oh Jesus Christ.
Yo,
wow,
he's been eating too much Frankfurts.
All right, yes, talk to me.
I mean, I don't know, because here's the thing. I feel like not only did I knew they were going to lose against Brighton, I think a lot of Liverpool fans that were like hardcore Liverpool fans predicted they were going to lose to Brighton. Like, Liverpool games nowadays are becoming predictable. Today, the game I watched today was crazy, HH. Like, Brighton bossed the game from minute 1 to minute 90.
Yes.
Like, that's crazy.
It should have been 5 or 6. It should have been 5 or 6 for sure.
One thing I will say is Klopp can turn, players that I never expected to be a world class, like Mohamed Salah, into an amazing player. He does that. He takes players, takes the best, gets the best out of their potential. But at the same time, I feel like at this moment, maybe he is just too sentimental with Liverpool. Like, I feel like sometimes when you build such a connection with certain players, it's hard to see their faults. I think he's like, he has. And so I think with Klopp, it's like a lot of people can see that you guys needed a midfielder desperately.
A whole new midfield, pretty much.
Like, but then it's like, does he see that? You know what I mean? It's like crazy that the fact that I'm even asking this question, because how can he not? But it's like the way he talks about his team, the way he talks about the players, the way he went at the one of the there was a press conference he did before this game where he went crazy on a journalist for asking that question. And then every time you hear him talking in press conference, he talks about, oh, we don't have enough money to spend on another attacker. He never talks about the midfield, and he plays the same exact midfield over and over again. He does the same thing over and over again. And you just wonder, like I don't know, is it to the point where like there's just certain players that no matter how bad they are, for him they cannot do any wrong. So I know he's at Liverpool.
So if you are in charge of Liverpool, would you sack him now? Because the point that Sam made is give him players, give him a summer for him to recoup and so forth, or would you sack him?
This is difficult because like it's a difficult. I still think he's a phenomenal manager. I think.
Yeah, you can't take away what he did with the youth on Premier League. You can't take it away, but we're dealing with it now.
But I feel like right now. I do agree with Mike in the sense that like that He seems a bit Ringerish to me sometimes. I feel like sometimes he protects the board way too much. I feel like in a lot of the things we see in the press conference is him he's a front. No, we don't have any money. We don't, or this, and he contradicts himself so much. All this stuff.
So in reality, would you sack him? Yes or no? Give him time. Or would you sack him now?
I won't sack him, but I will sit down with him. Look at the team, ask him exactly what he needs, give him the money he wants, and then the onus is on him.
Okay.
Like because the honest truth you can say right now is like he's not being backed. I think that's very clear.
So Kamji, thank you for joining us, bro. So we're talking about Liverpool right now. What do you think the issue is with Liverpool? Is it a Klopp issue, or is it just a players are just being bad and crap? What do you think the main issue with Liverpool is? Because these guys, they don't all look good, and they got trashed by Brighton.
So first of all, thank you for letting me in. I'm a Manchester United fan, just so you don't think I'm too biased or anything.
Well done, bro. Well done.
From Denmark, representing. And first of all, I think if you use 150 million on the transfer window, you should definitely be in the top 4 of the Premier League. That should just be a no-brainer. And the other problem is, I think when you take 110 shots, the team that takes most shots in the game don't get too many goals and don't get the results. That's a huge problem. I think it's a combination of both mentally with players like Darwin Núñez and Salah not hitting the top point, and at the same time, I don't think the club has been backing them for the key signings they needed, especially in the midfield.
So do you think Klopp is still the right man to take them forward, or do you think there may be an issue? Because this was happened at Dortmund. Great first team, but when it now came time to now get rid of Hummels, get rid of all those other guys, he doesn't know how to rebuild a new team, and they almost got relegated and he finished mid-table. So do you think that can Klopp be trusted to rebuild a new team? Do you think he can rebuild a new team and have a plan B? Or do you think he's so stuck into his plan A, he can't build a new team like Fergie did and so forth?
I think you should definitely support Klopp. Everything he's done for Klopp is amazing. The first season he came number 8, and then after that he's been top 4 every season, won the Premier League, won the Champions League. He's done what the club haven't been needing the last 10 years before that, and has been have problems with. At the same time, I think you need to give him both the resources to do his job, and the players need to step up the game. I don't think you can always blame the manager in these circumstances. When you have a player like, I'm going to say it again, Darwin Núñez not performing at all, or not performing to his best, you should definitely be looking individually instead of at the coach every time.
Now, we could be in for a very pivotal weekend. I'll be real with you guys. So this is the table that we have right now. Now, I already said
I'm not looking forward to that game, man. That game is going to...
Huge game. I cannot wait for the game. I think it's going to be an amazing game. I don't see Arsenal beating Tottenham outright. I already said my prediction yesterday that I think it's going to be 1-1. If Arsenal lose, it's definitely not the end of the world, but it is a huge opportunity missed to extend the lead. A draw, which is what I think will happen, I think is cool. I think Arsenal has a draw. Cool. It's away from home. It's a North London derby, and at least you increase the gap by 1 point. If Arsenal beats Tottenham, I already feel that as early as this is, it could already be a very pivotal moment in the season.
I agree.
Because I just think that's what that will do to... Now, here's the thing, though. What it will do to City psychologically, it could be serious, because you're looking at Pep already has cracks. He's already dealing with the pressure, and Arsenal are playing well. But it's all about significance. It is the manner in which City lost to United. And this is a big... Because for me, this is what I say. A derby game, form means nothing. Because when we did all the predictions, guys said 3-1 Arsenal, 2-0 Arsenal, 3-0, 3-1 Arsenal, and so forth. I said no. If, based on form, of course, Arsenal are favourites based on form and how good things are. When it's a derby game, that doesn't mean anything. But I do feel that this could be a truly pivotal moment, man. RDS, what are you saying, man? Arsenal against Tottenham, man.
It's an interesting one, I think, because it obviously it's a Spurs, and I can't actually remember the last time Arsenal actually went away in a derby to. When was the last time they actually
I think
beat
it's
Spurs?
2015. I don't know. I think
Yeah, Rosicky 1-0.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's gonna be difficult, and I mean, I don't know. Maybe H7 could speak on this more. So, but like, Chelsea, Arsenal don't really have an out-and-out striker. Really, they seem like they are missing Gabriel to a certain extent. And okay, we know how Conte is going to play. Conte is going to basically like park the bus. Spurs are going to do absolutely nothing in the first half, and then for whatever reason, they're going to come alive in the second half.
So it was 2014. Last time that they beat them.
At the end of the day, putting the titles, it still is a derby. It's still a derby, and there's no way in hell that Spurs, Harry Kane, etc., they will want Arsenal to win the league. No way. No way at all. No chance. If any, they're probably the few people that we don't want Arsenal to win the league at all. So there's just something about this game where, given the fact that I think that Arsenal may struggle to break down Spurs, and the occasion, and the fact that like I think that this is a game where I feel Gabriel Jesus or like Nine would actually help Arsenal. I just have a feeling this is going to end in a draw.
Yes, same.
You know, I think
Kane because my thing was 1-1. My thing was 1-1.
Yeah, Kane will get a penalty somehow because he always does.
He always scores against them.
He always scores against them. Always. Like I'd be very surprised if he doesn't, and then maybe Saka might get the goal. So I think it'll be 1-1. That's what I think.
Zeman, what do you say, man? Arsenal Spurs.
Listen, man, records are meant to be broken, and
don't say it, bro.
You always have
Come
to
on,
be different.
Zima.
No, Arsenal, man, Arsenal. What Arteta has done with these guys, man, he's absolutely been amazing. The amount of quality he gets out of them, and how they come into every game. They're actually They're actually one of the best teams to watch, bro. No cap, like
yeah.
And I just feel like with Spurs, it's going to be a tough game. Like you said, they haven't won since 2014 or 15.
Which is why it's going to be so key. Like, because when you say that though, if Arsenal do go ahead and win, it's a huge win.
Yeah, it'll be a huge win. That's the thing. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. If they win this game, this could be the moment where they realize, this could be the moment where people actually see them as winning the title. But
I think it becomes like, okay, let's really now go for, because I think that it's so key what Simon just said. I think for a lot of Arsenal fans, it's top four. Saturday in round, top four. But the manner in which United beats City and how Pep reacts to that and how City look like psychologically, if Arsenal win this, because it's all about when you get the results. Arsenal winning just after City you lost United in the way that they did, it's now has to be like, okay, no, this could be a real thing. I think first, I don't think it's a real thing of the title, but it suddenly becomes, because bro, I told you I was shocked the manner in which City lost the game. So the fact that they lost it in that way, and if Arsenal rebounded by winning, it's a massive shift in the title race. Sorry, Zima.
Yeah, and then I also think that just Arteta has shown adaptability in terms of the team he faces, and I feel like their midfield really knows how to control. I think they're going to control this game. It's just a matter of can Nketiah finish his chances. I think it's going to be one of those cases. So, and he has been in good form, to be honest with you. Like they literally lost their number one striker that they signed, and all of a sudden they're still balling out. But I see a win for these guys. I see a win. I see because after that Man City game, they're motivated more than anything, bro, for this.
Okay, so look, man, let's come to my Dutch amigo, man, Rob. Tottenham, man. What are you saying, man? What are you saying?
Do it for the streets, man.
I think it's going to be very close. I think it's going to be an even game. I think it will be a draw. That's what I assume. Most of the players are back fit, but not everyone. And some players are on the bench because.
So Kulusevski is back and so forth. And
yes, Kulusevski is back and he might start, but Bentancur might be on the bench. We're not sure yet. And Richarlison is still injured probably, but he might. There's a very small chance he's back, but he's most likely injured. So other than that, everyone is fit. So like Kulusevski will start as a definite. Bentancur might be on the bench. And Richarlison, there's a very small chance he's on the bench, but he's most likely injured. So I would say most likely a draw, like 2-2 or something. Yeah, Esperon plays well and the right lineup is picked because Kulusevski was a huge miss because he didn't play in half of the games this season because of injury. And without him, there's no creativity or vision in the entire team because Kane by himself can't do it alone. And he also is being asked to play further forward to score more goals. So he's not going as deep as he did last season. So Kulusevski is really, it's big that Kulusevski is back for this game.
Kanjo, what are you saying, man, for this game? How are you seeing this game? Tottenham Arsenal.
To be honest, I think the winner will be the one who dominates the midfield and the center midfields in general. Martin Odegaard has been phenomenal the past month, and if he can keep up the form tomorrow, they'll definitely win. And as of the course of the derbies, big games need big players, and I think a big player in the midfield tomorrow going to be Xhaka from Arsenal. He's usually a player who's pretty good at agitating. Yeah, Party as well. Pretty good holding midfielder.
So if you had who, because I think it's a draw. I think because I am with Rob with this. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Do you see this as a draw, or do you think someone wins this game?
I'll definitely say it's a winner. No team wants to get a draw out of this. Both teams want to get the 3 points. Tottenham needs to get in the top 4, and Arsenal also needs to get away from Man City. Well, they can get a draw, but
who do you think wins then, Arsenal or Tottenham?
I think Arsenal, but in the end, I hope Tottenham take the points.
No, because he's United fan, he was Tottenham with the points. Because I also know. Sorry, before I go to yesterday, so Kanjo, I know, be brave. These United fans are all cowards. Are United in a title race?
Don't take the bait.
Don't take the bait. No. Ignore Kanjo. Ignore them, Kanjo. Are United in a title race?
I say actually because of the signing from 3 days ago, getting Wout Weghorst is making them going for the title. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, definitely. A brave man.
Bro, you're new to this channel. You shouldn't have said that.
No.
This guy's going quick.
I'm going to say this. Wout Weghorst is going to be the best January signing in the Premier League. Without doubt.
110%. No. That's a fact.
RDS, do you hear that?
No. That's a fact.
That's what I call bravery.
No. What he said was, "Is gonna." No. You see, look, it's not even a prediction. That's a fact. That's gonna happen. He's gonna score goals for us.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Okay, let Kanji expand it. So Kanji expand it. Why do you think Weghorst is going to be
United
the best
is
signing?
the team with the third most shots in the Premier League of all teams. They're equal with Arsenal at the moment. They score 11 goals less. They really missed the crucial part up front. Probably he's not going to score 10 goals. He's not going to score 8 goals. He's going to score 6 goals in the last 10 minutes of a game, which ends up winning them. That's the player you need. A player that needs to score in the last 10 minutes, just put in the boxes. United have most of their crosses in the last 10 minutes of the games. That's all you need.
Yeah, we don't have an area threat at all. At all.
If you
like
look
zero.
at Liverpool,
Look, Kanji spitting. Look, this is what taxes over the space.
Listen, whatever. Put your hand down. Like I don't know what juju you have.
If you look at the Liverpool season, that end up making them the champions in the Premier League. If they play the best ball in the Premier League that year, probably not. Not the full 90 minutes. The last 10 minutes of the game were the most crucial parts of the game. They ended up scoring 30% of all their goals in the last 10 minutes that season.
Kanji, can I? Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go on. I'm done.
No, I was just going to ask just a quick point. Because I think you make good points about Weghorst, but just with another game previewing tomorrow, Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Do you think that Chelsea?
Nah, don't do that. Can I speak this?
Kanjo, like there. That's not.
Very quickly, do you remember Igalo?
Jamal.
Yeah, very quickly. Do you remember Igalo's stint at Manchester United?
It was class, bro.
Who stint at United?
Odion
Igalo.
Oh yes.
But yeah,
he was a fine signing. Like financially, he wasn't expensive at all. Most of his wages were paid by the Chinese, so in the end, financially, it was pretty okay. But
yes. What are you saying? Arsenal, Tottenham, man.
Now it's weird.
I want to speak after.
This is the weirdest fixture of all time. I've never seen a fixture that literally goes exactly like historically. It's like the home team wins. It doesn't matter the form. It doesn't matter what's happening. The home team will always win. And it's weird because like there's no logical reasoning for Tottenham to get anything out of this game. You expect Arsenal to go even the fact like look, the stats is there. I don't think they have scored a single goal at that ground. Arsenal haven't scored a single goal at the new Tottenham Stadium.
True.
That's crazy. Like they haven't. Like they have. I don't. The last time they won was like the 2014. That's insane. Like that's crazy. So there is no logical explanation, tactically, anything that you could come up with for Arsenal not to win this game. But I just have this feeling. I had this feeling, HH. I had this feeling this is gonna be a great, great weekend for us. I have this feeling, man. I really do.
So Tottenham win then.
What's your score?
My score is 2-1 Tottenham.
Jamal, talk to me. Jamal, talk to me.
Yeah, as Yacid say, man, there's two things that always happen in this fixture. The home team wins and Kane scores. Either a penalty from open play goal. So if you're a betting man, shout out Ivan Toney, man. If you're a betting man, you could do something. So yeah, it is. But the reason I agree with I think Z-Man said it. When you're going to win a title, there's always a game that you look and say, this is when it starts. Because when Leicester win that title, everyone knew it was the Manchester City game. You remember the Manchester City game?
The 4-2
at
game?
the Etihad.
The 4-2
yeah,
game?
no. When Mahrez scored and actually embarrassed Dimakilis. That was the game when everyone knew Leicester City was going to win the title. So yeah, man. So I'm saying I feel it's going to be a draw. I'm going 2-1.
Can I just ask a quick question just before we move on, HH? If Spurs do somehow beat Arsenal, bearing in mind they have City back-to-back after this, and Spurs are City's broke team. No, just keep the table up if you can, HH. Will City be in a top 4 battle?
Stop it. Come on.
No. I'm just.
It's like you always like to be extra. You love being extra, man.
No. Okay, let me not. Look. I mean, look at the table, right? Okay, Spurs win. They come to 36 points, which means they are only 3 points behind City. They have City back to back. Okay, if they were to even win one of those games, they end up potentially being level on points with Manchester City. And you still got Newcastle United, Arsenal, and
RDS, where's Chelsea, by the way? I can't see them, bro.
They're also in the top 4 based on so the point I'm trying to make is that like if Spurs do win, that they beat Arsenal, they're not that far behind Manchester City. Surely City are just as much in the top 4 battle as United, Newcastle, and Spurs are.
Bro, that would be an interesting league table.
Look, for me, no. Like I said again, let's see what that happens. But for me, that's just being straight through and so forth. So quickly before we go, Ziman, are you going to be watching the Saudi Arabia derby?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, I'll be watching that, man.
Why is it in Saudi Arabia? Why is Barca Real Madrid in Saudi Arabia?
Money tax, and we made an agreement with these guys that we would host it in their nation. So it is what it is.
Oh Lord. So guys, we'll be back post-match Tottenham against Chelsea, Crystal Palace. It all depends on the results. So I don't know whether we'll do it. It depends on the results against Crystal Palace. But
you guys are
RDS, I know when you unmute your mic. RDS, I know when you mute your mic. Mute your mic. So guys, we'll be here for so guys, we'll be back here. Tottenham against Arsenal, post-match live. Link out, open Hangout. We'll see what happens. Peace out, stay true. United are in a title race. Peace out, deal with it. Peace out.